Good morning, students. This is video 35, part 1 of chapter 6, Metals and Non-Metals for class 7. Before starting, let's recall what are elements. Substances that cannot be further subdivided into simpler substances by chemical means are called elements. These elements are divided into metals and non-metals on the basis of their general properties. More than 115 elements are known today, and out of 115 elements, 24 elements are non-metals and most are metals. Now, elements whose properties lie between those of metals and non-metals are called metalloids. What are metalloids? Elements having properties in between metals and non-metals are called metalloids. Now, we will study general properties of metals. Firstly, metals are generally hard and strong. For example, potassium having symbol capital K, calcium symbol capital C small a, sodium symbol capital N small a, magnesium symbol capital M small g, aluminium capital A small l, iron capital F small e, zinc capital Z small n, tin capital S small n, copper capital C small u, mercury capital H small g, silver capital A small g, gold capital A small u, and platinum capital P small t. All are metals and all are hard and strong. First property is metals have a luster known as metallic luster. Means metals have a shiny surface. For example, aluminium, iron, zinc, copper, silver and gold all are lustrous. Means all are having shiny surface. Such metals can be polished too. You can see here all the metals gold, silver, copper and iron all having shiny surface, that is all are lustrous. Second property is metals are generally hard and solid in nature. Means most of the metals are solid in nature and hard. Examples are like aluminium, iron, zinc, tin and copper. They are strong enough to bear heavy loads, that is they have high tensile strength. Underline, metals have high tensile strength, and due to high tensile strength, metal ropes are used in ropeways for transporting heavy loads because of high tensile strength. And because of high tensile strength of iron, it is used to make a bridge and skyscraper. So skyscraper means tall buildings. So iron is used to make bridges and skyscraper because of its high tensile strength. See here, steel, which is an alloy of iron and carbon. Their cables are used to carry heavy loads because of high tensile strength of iron present in steel. Few exceptions are there. Unlike other metals, sodium and potassium are soft solids. Most of the metals are hard solids, but sodium and potassium are soft solids, and because of their softness, they can be cut with knife. Mercury is liquid in nature at ordinary temperature. Most of the metals are solid, but mercury is liquid in nature or liquid in state at ordinary temperature. Third property is metals are sonorous, means they can produce sound. So when struck, they produce a sound known as metallic sound or metallic clink. Underline, metallic sound or metallic clink. So what is metallic sound or metallic clink? Sound produced by metals known as metallic sound or metallic clink. For this, just recall the ringing of a bell or clink of coins. Bell and coins both are made up of metals, so we can say that metals are sonorous or metals can produce sound. Next property, metals have high density, and few examples are density of iron is 7.9 gram per centimeter cube, copper 8.9 gram per centimeter cube, gold 19.3 gram per centimeter cube, platinum 21.45 gram per centimeter cube. This unit for density we have from density is equals to mass by volume. Density is equals to mass by volume, and unit of mass is gram and of volume is centimeter cube. So it will be gram per centimeter cube. Again here we have some exceptions. Potassium, sodium, magnesium and aluminium are the metals having low densities. Like density of potassium we have 0.86, sodium 0.97, magnesium 1.74 and aluminium 2.7 gram per centimeter cube, and they are light metals, not heavy metals. Next property is metals generally have high melting and boiling points. High melting and boiling points of metals because of their solid nature. Examples: melting point of aluminium 660, iron is 1535, copper 1083. Accordingly, boiling points are also very high. Potassium, sodium, tin and lead are the metals who are having low melting points but high boiling points. Their melting points are low but their boiling points are quite high. Again, exception is there, that is liquid metal mercury freezes at minus 39 degrees Celsius and boils at 357 degrees Celsius. Because this metal, that is mercury metal, is liquid in nature, therefore its melting point and boiling point both are quite low. Sixth property is metals are malleable. Means metals can be beaten into thin sheets. So underline, metals are malleable. In other words, they can be beaten or rolled into thin sheets. Examples: aluminium, iron, copper or silver can be beaten or rolled into thin sheets because they are metals. Silver foil used to decorate sweets and aluminium foil used to pack foodstuff, because aluminium and silver both are metals. A blacksmith hammers red hot steel to make tools, or a piece of copper or brass to make utensils. Utensils are made up of copper or brass because copper is metal and metals are malleable, or we can say metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Next property is metals are ductile. Means metals can be drawn into wires. So underline, metals are ductile, that is they are flexible and can be drawn into wires. For example, iron, aluminium, copper, silver and gold can be easily drawn into wires. Can you draw a wire from piece of wood or coal? No, because wood and coal both are brittle, not flexible, therefore they cannot be drawn into wires. Eighth property is metals are good conductors of heat. Means they allow heat to pass through them, and due to this property we use metallic utensils to cook food. We can't use frying pan made up of carbon. Carbon is non-metal and is bad conductor of heat. So when we place a frying pan made up of carbon over a fire, then carbon will not distribute heat and instead it will start burning. Last we have metals are good conductors of electricity. That is they allow electricity to pass through them, and this is why electricity is transmitted from one point to another point through metallic wires. Silver is best conductor of electricity. Best conductor of electricity is silver. Then next best is copper and then aluminium. We can't use nylon or jute ropes for electrical transmission because nylon and jute both are bad conductors of electricity. They are not metals, so that's why they are bad conductors of electricity.